Hi, everyone. My name is Mickey Sloat, and I am the chair of the workshop committee for SciComm. And I wanted to share with you a few tips on how to make and present a poster effectively with a lot of different poster sessions on the horizon, with summer opportunities coming up. It's always good to brush up on your skills on how to make a poster because they're so prevalent in science. So why are they so prevalent? Part of the reason is because they're pretty accessible, right? If you look at a poster, it doesn't take any extra effort then to look, read, engage. It's very easy to try and understand. It's kind of supposed to be, if it's a well-made poster, a synthesis of all of your work in a very comprehensible and accessible way to start further conversation. Additionally, it's visual, right? A lot of times it's very wordy. If you've ever tried to read a science paper, right? It gets very, very wordy. It gets very complex. And you're like, oh my gosh, I just wish there would be a diagram or something. And that's part of the reason graphical abstracts are increasing in popularity. But another way to present it more fully than just a graphical abstract is a poster, right? To see it all laid out visually and be able to see, okay, here's what's going on, here are the different sections, and here's what I'm talking about. That's part of what makes it more accessible. And finally, it's cheap, right? Posters are only as expensive as the paper and the ink, which can sometimes get pretty pricey, but as compared to some kind of speaker symposium where you need mics and you need a stage and you need lights and things like that. In this way, you can set up a gym with 200, 300 people presenting posters. Each poster costs maybe $20 to print off, and so it's a very cheap, easy way of presenting science, which is why there are so many poster sessions. So what are the key roles in creating a proper poster, right? So here are the major considerations. The first one is aesthetics, right? What is your color scheme? What is your layout? How big should your font be? What should your title be? These types of pretty aesthetically pleasing imagery. What do you do to catch people's attention? That kind of thing. The second consideration is words and content, right? I mean, you've been doing work for months, maybe years, and how do you fit all of that into a poster, a 54 by 48 or something like that poster? So choosing your words and choosing how to present them is very vital and a very difficult thing to do. Next, figures, right? You have a ton of data in the form of figures. How do you format figures? How do you get legends ready? How do you make it the best presentation it can possibly be based on the data that you have? How do you make keys and things like that? And then finally, how do you present it? What's your pitch, right? I think that the thing that a lot of people get caught up in is the making of the poster, but poster sessions have two parts, a poster and you, right? So it's very important to have a good presentation, a good presence, something to say, prepare a couple of different types of presentations for whoever you're speaking with, and these are all skills that we throughout the week will be uploading videos to help you figure out. So stay tuned to the SciComm Facebook page, and we look forward to sharing these resources with you. See ya.